What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin and today I'm showing you how to clean off all the moss on a flat tile roof and get rid of it for good. So there are a few different ways you can go about cleaning this roof. The way that I found most effective is number one, just getting a hard brush like this. This one is a bit destroyed, but they can sell these at Home Depot for around $10, $15, $20, just a hard brush. And then we do use a few different types of brushes. This brush found most effective for a flat tile roof. It's kind of on the bigger end and it gets all the crevices and all the edges around there. So go ahead and attach it onto there. Now we're actually up on the roof. If you take a look at this side, you can see it's pretty much all stained with algae. There's some pretty decent bits of moss right here on the edges of the tile. But if you look at the other side, it looks completely brand new. So that's how it is for 99% of the houses. Just kind of the way that the sun hits it. And if there's shade in certain areas, moss does like to grow in shade. You know, sun obviously kills it and it builds up moisture and everything like that. So for 99% of the houses, one side of the roof is going to look completely brand new. Other side of the roof is going to look completely destroyed. Now the number one thing when you're on a roof is safety. At the end of the day, the money is good, the business is great, but you don't want to fall off and die or hurt yourself. So I personally been doing this for a few years now, so I'm extremely comfortable on roofs. I can walk around with no problem. But when you're beginning, even for some steeper roofs, we do tend to use harnesses and things like that, but you always want to wear some shoes, never want to wear slides. I'm personally wearing Ultra boots, which I'm fine with on the majority of roofs. Sometimes I do wear actual work construction boots that have a bit of a stickier grip onto it, but as long as you're safe and comfortable on the roof, that's all that matters. So if you're looking at this side of the roof, you can see all the stained tiles, all the algae. Look at this side, it looks pretty much brand new. Other than under there, it's pretty much covered up, all because of the tree. So it's sitting in shade 99% of the time. But if you walk over right here, come down, you can see all this moss on the edges right there. It comes off pretty easily. It is pretty dry just because of the weather, but majority of the time it is pretty moist, soaks up water and just sits up there. So you guys can see as I'm slowly starting to brush off all the moss, it's all coming off pretty easily. These first few rows are completed. You can see the difference where it's coming off pretty easily compared to where I haven't even touched it yet. But yeah, all the moss is coming off. Some of it is still stuck. That's where chemicals would come in and get the rest of it out for you. All right guys, we're just about a third of the way done to the roof. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but the very top part, about 30% of it is fully completed. Now this is a step that 99% of people overlook, especially when you're working in 100-degree California weather on top of a roof and you're sweating. You gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, hydration is key in this business. If you work on a 100-degree roof, you're sweating and you're losing all your water and you don't stay rehydrated, at the end of the day, you're gonna be beat. But if you stay hydrated, always keep some cold water on you in your truck. Make sure you have your employees have water, everybody's drinking water, you will be all good. All right guys, so this is the last little area of the roof. You can see it's covered by a tree right here, so all this stuff does fall off the tree, gives it shade, room for the moss to grow and stay moist. But if you actually look at the actual moss, try to scrub it off, it all does come off pretty easily, just like this. Literally comes off with the touch of your hand. So just a little hard bristle brush action should get rid of all of it, and then we'll go ahead and leaf blow it off and make it look brand new. All right guys, so as you can see, all the moss is now brushed off. Now this is the fun part. We'll go ahead and get a leaf blower, go ahead and blow all this off onto the floor and make the roof look brand new. All right guys, all the moss is fully blown off the roof now. You can see it looks great. There are a bit of stained tiles right here. That's what we call algae. So typically what we would do on a normal job is apply a thin layer of SH, sodium hypochlorite, all around the roof, kind of like a mini soft wash. However, the customer does have a bee farm here, so he requested to not use any chemicals, just not ruin the bees or whatever he has running. So we're gonna go ahead and stay away from the SH, just do a normal moss brush removal. So we're all done with the roof. All the moss is fully blown off. This is one of the last and most important steps that 99% of companies completely oversee. It's what makes a good company great and a great company not good if they don't do it. The step is cleaning up all the moss once it's fully blown off the roof. You always want to leave a customer's house better than you found it. And even if the roof looks great, but you leave their floor covered in all this moss and all the dirt and everything that you took off the roof, it's a bad look in the company. customer won't like it and they probably won't come back to you for future jobs. So you always want to clean up everything, make sure it looks better than you found it. Typically what we do is start by just brushing all of it off, scooping it all up, throwing it away, and then if there's any remainder dust or small pieces of moss, we'll just go ahead and leaf blow it all out and make sure it looks perfect. All right guys, as you can see, all the moss and everything is fully cleaned off the floor now. Always got to leave it better than you found it. You take care of your customers, they'll take care of you. So we are fully done with the roof clean. You can see it looks great. All the moss is fully gone. Driveway's cleaned up. Everything is looking good. So it's a very, very simple few-step process. Number one, just brush it off. Number two, leaf blow it off. And then if the customer is comfortable with you using chemicals, you go ahead and spray the chemicals. That way it prevents any future growth, kills off some of the moss that you couldn't reach, and kills off the rest of the stains. So typically it is a very, very easy process. It is around 12:30 now, so this took around 2.5 hours, so not bad. If you look at the driveway, everything is cleaned up, no moss, no nothing like that. Said this before and I'll say it again. Leave the house better than you found it. If you take care of your customers, they will take care of you. The customer did give me a homemade beeswax candle that he made all by himself, literally right here in his front lawn. So I appreciate the gift, Bob. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this to my mom and hopefully she'll enjoy it. But with that being said, if you guys do want to learn how to do this, how to get into this industry, how to get high quality leads, I actually did get this job off of Facebook. High quality leads, good quality customers, very easy jobs just like this. Make sure to check out the link in my bio where I do have my one-on-one coaching program. I can go ahead and teach you guys exactly how to get customers, how to do the jobs, and everything along those lines. I go way more into detail in my group, and you guys can learn how to do it exactly like me.